Living full-time on a boat, have we ever been seasick? Yes, we have. But to answer that question accurately, I gotta make a distinction. When most people hear the word seasickness, they immediately think of vomiting. But what we experience more often is a general unease, dizziness, or nausea that comes without vomiting.
So with that said, Irina and Alona have never vomited on the boat. Anastasia and I, on the other hand, have done it. I've done it much more than everybody else, but I know what triggers me, so I avoid those things.
Before moving to the boat, we heard from other sailors that it takes 3 to 5 days to get accustomed to the wave action. Now, Papa knew from prior experience that he gets very seasick from any movement on, say, like fishing vessels, so he wasn't going to take any chances with the catamaran. So he had us all take meclizine for those first 5 days to serve as a sort of crutch so that we wouldn't get seasick while our bodies adjusted. Once we get adjusted to small waves, it makes it easier to adjust to bigger waves without getting seasick. Though sometimes when we know we're having an extreme passage, we take meclizine some more. I find that sometimes after a few weeks on land, I'll come back and the waves discombobulate me again. So I take meclizine for a day or two to not be seasick while my sea legs are growing back. Speaking of sea legs, on the first year or two on the boat, we noticed that when we'd go onto land, we'd still be swaying. Sometimes our guests still have it. But interestingly enough, over time, that phenomenon has faded to nothing. I think both our land legs and our sea legs trained up in their respective categories, so now our brains know when we're on solid land and when we're on the water and can use them interchangeably without causing us dizziness. And I think that's really cool.
Now please wait for part 2 to learn awesome tips on how to reduce seasickness.